Good afternoon and welcome to the first edition of Up and Moving, which is a physical activity program for the community. I'm Steve Elmer. As a college professor at Michigan Tech University, we're excited to offer this program for our community members here in the Upper Peninsula and Northern Wisconsin. The goal of Up and Moving is to help adults stay physically active during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. We know that regular amounts of physical activity are so important for helping to promote good health, bolster immune function, and even help to protect against severe illness from COVID-19. Today, our team will guide you through a home-based workout that'll take approximately 25 minutes. No special equipment is required, and we'll offer some tips and guidance along the way. So go ahead, grab a family member or somebody that's in your pod and get ready for the workout. You'll need a bottle of water, yourself, some enthusiasm, and we'll get started. I will turn it over to my team members, Isaac Wiedig and Jenna Phelps. Isaac is a personal trainer and a certified strength and conditioning specialist, and also a doctoral student at Michigan Tech. And Jenna Phelps is doing an internship with the strength and conditioning staff here at Michigan Tech, and she's working on her master's degree. So Isaac and Jenna, let's get started with the workout.
Hello everyone, my name is Isaac Wiedig. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology department at Michigan Tech. And I'm joined by another grad student in our department today, Jenna. Jenna, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing good. So today we're going to be leading you through a short full body exercise routine. And well, we're going to start off with about a short 5-minute warm-up. We're going to get into a few time sets of some different exercises. And then we're going to end with a short stretching and cool down. So during the workout, I'm going to be showing the standard version of each exercise. Jenna's going to be showing a slightly modified version. So you can follow along with either one of us to find the exercise variation that works best or feels most comfortable for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our warm-up here. We're going to start by just walking in place. Try to think about getting those knees nice and high up to your chest. We're going to go through a few different dynamic movements here. Get your heart rate up, get your muscles warmed up, body temp higher, get you ready for some harder exercises to come in the future here. Good, and as you get warmed up, think about driving those knees a little bit higher, pumping those arms. Perfect. Next, we're going to go into butt kicks. So you're going to be taking your heel and trying to bring it up to your rear to kick yourself in the butt. So getting a little stretch in the front of the legs. We're using those muscles in the back of the leg. Get a little arm swing in there too once you get going. Good, try to keep those knees right underneath your hips. Really start driving that heel up, try to get it higher and higher as you loosen up. Should be breathing a little bit harder now. Perfect. All right, we're going to go into some arm circles. So stepping from side to side, we'll keep everything moving and making some circles with those arms. We'll start forward. Just starting off small. And as those shoulders start to warm up, we can start to make those circles a little bit bigger. And we'll get nice big circles here. Good. And then cross those arms in front. We're going to keep stepping side to side, but we're bringing those arms across the body, reaching for the walls on the opposite sides of the room. Good, now we're going to go right into backward circles. So keep going, stepping side to side, but now we're taking those arms in the opposite direction. Again, we're starting small. And as we loosen up here, we can try to make bigger circles. Good, all right. Shake those arms out. We're gonna go into a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. So you're gonna be taking your right hand and reaching down for that left foot. Get as low as you can. If you can't quite make it all the way to your toes, you can just go to your shins or your knees. We're trying to reach down, get a little stretch in the back of the leg. And I'm just alternating right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. Really trying to move at my hip here. So you can see I'm hinging at that hip. I've got a little bit of bend in my back. You can bend over a tad, but we really want to get those hamstrings warmed up. Get a little bit of bend in the knees. Good. Perfect. All right, last movement for our warm-up here. We're going to go into a jumping jack. So we'll start with a modified version. You can step out to the side with one foot, bring those hands up overhead. Good work. My heart rate's certainly a little higher and I'm breathing a little harder now. But all my joints feel ready to go. Good. We'll go into, if you can, go into a little bit harder version of a jumping jack. Otherwise, you can stick to the modified version, but try to increase your pace a little bit. We'll push the heart rate a little higher at the end of the warm-up here. Good. We'll go for about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All done. All right. That's the warm-up finished. So go ahead and take a little bit of a break. If you need a drink of water, grab a sip of water. We're going to get into our exercises now. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with a squat exercise. So I'm going to be showing one variation. Jenna's going to be showing another variation of the squat. So find which one works for you. What we're going to do is a 30-second set. So we're going to time this. Go for 30 seconds long. Do as many squats as you can in 30 seconds. If you have to stop at 15 seconds or 10, that's okay. Just get whatever you can in 30 seconds. All right, so I'm going to be showing a little bit harder variation. Follow Jenna. See which one works best for you and feels most comfortable. So you can get your feet positioned as far apart as they need to be. You can point those toes out at any angle, whatever feels comfortable. All right, here we go. We're going to start for 30 seconds. And here we go. So you can either use a chair, a countertop for a little bit of stability to hang on to. If you're doing these just body weight with no support, you can stick those arms out in front of you, kind of work as a counterweight. Get as low as you can, as long as it's comfortable and pain-free. Perfect, and that's our time. So go ahead and take a little break here. We're going to jump right into a different exercise. We'll come back to squats in a second. So the next exercise we're going to go into is going to be a bent over lateral raise. So if you have some bottles of water, or you've got some cans of soup, anything that you can use as sort of an improvised weight, you don't need a weight for this exercise either, but they can come in handy. We're going to go for 30 seconds, and we are going to do bent over lateral raises. So you're going to start in this upright position. You're going to get bent over until you're at about 45 degrees, maybe even a little less than that if you can make it. And then from here, you're going to raise those arms up out to the sides. So you're trying to make a T with your arms. From the front, it looks like this. So bent over slightly, raising those arms up. So let's go into a 30-second set here. Ready? Let's begin. Going for 30 seconds. So I'm bent over, bringing those arms up to my sides into a T. Think about pushing that chest out at the top and pulling those shoulder blades together. You can see I'm not rocking a whole lot in my hips. My hips are staying right where they're at. I'm trying to maintain my torso angle here. As I'm raising those bottles out to the side, or cans of soup, whatever you have. Again, No weight in your hands works as well. And that's our time. So we'll go ahead and take a little break. We'll get these out of the way. So go ahead, grab a drink of water. We'll take about 30-second break here. And then we're going to go right back into the squats again, and then repeat the lateral raises. I need some time to catch my breath here. All right. Whew. So take some big deep breaths in. Get ready for our next sets to come. All right. Let's go back into squats again. So if you've tried my variation, it was a little bit challenging for you, go ahead and try Jenna's. A little bit easier to have chair for some stability. And we'll go right back into those squats for 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. We're going to keep the pace nice and slow and under control. Think about 3 seconds down and about 3 seconds or so back up. You want to control yourself down to the floor. And again, if those legs start to burn and this exercise is getting hard, you don't have to go all the way to 30 seconds, but I challenge you to try if you can. Good, we're almost there. And that's time, good. Take a little break, deep breath in, and we're gonna go right back to those lateral raises here. And also with these, if you feel like you have a little bit too much strain on your lower back trying to bend over, you can also have a seat. And Jenna will show you how to do the seated version here as well. So you can just sit on the edge of your chair. We're doing the same exercise, but you're sitting in a chair. All right, here we go. We're gonna go for 30 seconds here. And let's begin. So raising those arms out to the side. I'm pushing my chest out, pulling my shoulder blades together. I like to use the cue, pretend like you're Superman, and you're showing off the S on your chest. So you're pushing that chest out and pulling those shoulder blades together at the top. And nice and slow, control those weights or your arms on the way down. Perfect. If you can't quite make it all the way to 30 seconds, that's okay. We're at time. Good. So we're going to take another 30-second break. Grab a sip of water. Get some deep breaths in. Starting to sweat a little bit here. All right, we'll take some time to recover, and then we're going to go in and we're going to do one more set of the squats and the lateral raises. So last set coming up. All right. You ready to get started? Jenny, you ready for the last set?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, last set of squats. Here we go. And let's begin. Going for 30 seconds. So control your body on the way down. Get those feet placed where it's nice and comfortable for you. It can be shoulder width, a little wider than shoulder width, closer. You can point your toes out if you need to. And just get to a depth that feels comfortable and pain-free for you. You can make it all the way down to the floor, perfect. If not, that's okay. Good, we made it 30 seconds down. We're done with squats. That exercise is finished. So we're gonna take a slight break here. We're gonna go into our last set of these lateral raises. All right. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Going for 30 seconds. So again, look at my posture here. Got my torso at about a 45-degree angle. Pulling those arms up to the sides. Pushing my chest out. Pulling my shoulder blades together at the top. Getting into a nice T with my arms. Starting to burn. We're almost there. And that is time. Good. Perfect. So we are done with squats, done with lateral raises. We're going to give you a good break here for about 30 seconds. Grab some water, catch your breath. We're going to come back and do a couple of new exercises. We're going to work through them in the same fashion. We're going to do one exercise, then the other, and keep flipping back and forth. All right. So while you're resting, getting a drink, I'm going to show us our next exercise in the pair. And so first one we're going to be doing is a deadlift. So this is going to be very similar to the start of the bent over lateral raise. So if you have weights, you can grab some weights, cans of soup, some gallons of water, anything works. And all you're going to be doing is starting from this upright position, and then you're going to be pushing your butt back and reaching down for your toes on the floor. So you can get as low as you can comfortably. We're trying to keep the knees fairly straight here, just a little bit of bend, and then coming back to the top. So push your butt back like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your butt. And we're mostly working here the back of the legs and your rear. All right, so go ahead and let's start our first set. Again, we're going to go for 30 seconds. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reaching down for those toes. Just a slight bend in my knees. And one thing I'm going to point out here as I'm doing these, I'm going to set my water jugs down for a second, is that I'm moving mostly at my hip. So you can see I'm hinging here at that hip. And that movement is not coming from my back, bending over, it's coming from my hip actually flexing. Good, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and that's time. Good. First set of deadlifts down. All right. So our next exercise that we're going to go into, pair with this, is more of an upper body focused exercise. So we're going to be doing some push-ups. So we have a couple different variations of the push-ups that we're going to do here. So the first is a chair push-up, which I'm going to demonstrate. And so if you have a chair, a couch, a countertop, any kind of ledge that you can lean onto, make sure it's nice and sturdy. You're going to put your hands on it. You're going to put your hands on that chair, kick your legs back, and I'm up on my toes, and I want to have a straight line from my shoulder down to my ankle. So I've got my abs engaged, and then from here I'm going to lower down to the chair and push myself back up while maintaining this nice straight posture with my body. It's going to look just like this. And Jenna has a slightly different variation that you can do on the wall as well, if this one's a little bit too difficult for you. All right, let's go into our first 30-second set of push-ups. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Going for 30 seconds. So nice and slow on the way down. And think about driving that chair or wall away from you. And I'm maintaining a good straight posture again from my shoulder down to my ankle. I've got my abs nice and tight. I'm not letting my hips drop. Good. And this one's really going to work the shoulders and the chest muscles. A little bit in your triceps and the back of your arms. And we are at time. Good. Go ahead and take a little bit of a break. So give yourself 30 seconds here, and we're going to catch our breaths, get some water. I'm starting to sweat now. All right, so we're going to go right back into deadlifts for 30 seconds. So if you found that the first set was really easy, you can maybe grab onto something to provide a little bit of weight, a backpack, water, soup, anything works. If it was a little bit challenging, just go with body weight and reach as far as you can. You don't have to get all the way down to your toes either. All right, going into our next set of deadlifts. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. And I'm pushing those hips back. Keeping just a little bit of bend in my knees, but I mostly want to keep them fairly straight. And I am hinging at that hip. Reaching down for those toes. Should feel a little tight in the back of your legs when you get to the bottom. Good. Try to think about keeping your chest out. And that is time. Good. Second set of deadlifts done. Perfect. So we are going to go right back into push-ups. We'll take another 30-second break after this. Give you time to catch your breath and get some water. Let's go into push-ups again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So nice and slow, controlled on the way down. And then think about driving your hands away from you. Perfect, good. When you get to the bottom, think about pushing that chest out and pinching those shoulder blades again. So it's almost like you're trying to bring your chest to the wall or the chair, whatever you're doing your push-ups on. We're just going to get as many of these as we can in 30 seconds, and that is time. Good, we're going to take a 30-second break. And we have got one more exercise when we come back, or one more set of each exercise. So get some deep breaths in. Good, get a little recovery. Perfect. So you're probably starting to feel a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued now. It's okay, we have one more set of each exercise, and then we're going to go into a cool down, catch our breaths, and wrap up. All right, 30-second break is done. So we're going to go back into our deadlifts. So here we go. We're going to do these for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push those hips back. A little bit of bend in the knee. Think about moving at that hip joint. You want to try to keep your spine from moving. It won't hurt you if your spine moves. That's okay. But we want to create most of this movement from the hip joint rather than the spine. Good. And again, nice and slow pace. We're coming up on time here. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We are done with deadlifts. Nice job. We're going to go into our last set of push-ups. And then all the hard work is done. We get to cool down and celebrate completing our workout. All right, ready? Last set of push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Going for 30 seconds here. Perfect. Again, even though you're getting tired here, keep things slow, under control. Good. Think about getting that chest out and shoulder blades together at the bottom. Drive that chair away. Coming down our last 10 seconds here. If you're still with us, keep pushing them out. And that is time. Good. Whew, we made it. Nice job, Jenna.
Thank you. You too.
All right, so we are going to take a couple seconds. We'll let you get a drink of water, let you catch your breath. We're going to come back and we're going to go into a little stretch and cool down here. Whew, okay. Well, I'm definitely feeling it in my chest, my arms from the push-ups, a little bit in my legs. So a good full body workout there. So this is the best part of the workout now. We get to cool down. And it always feels good to finish a workout, get some activity in. Okay, so let's start off. We're going to go with just, this is going to be kind of like deadlifts, but we're going to now stretch those hamstrings out. So you're going to reach down as far as you can for those toes, and you're just going to hold it. So you may be able to get all the way to your toes. If you can't, that's okay if you can only get to your knees. We just want a little bit of tension back there in the hamstrings. And we'll try to hold that, breathe through it. So take some deep breaths. Think about every time you breathe out, just relax those muscles a little bit more. Good. And if you want to even let your back kind of stretch out too, you can now let that back sort of arch a little bit here. Gives you a good lower back stretch. And we'll hold that for a few seconds. Good. All right, let's come back up to the top. So next, go ahead and grab onto your ankle and pull that ankle up to your butt. And we'll get a little bit of a quad stretch here. And as Jenna's showing, if you need a wall, go ahead and stabilize yourself on the wall. Otherwise, you can try to train a little bit of balance here and get on one leg with me. Again, we'll just breathe through this. Every time you breathe out, think about relaxing that muscle that we're stretching a little more. Stretch should be uncomfortable in the muscle, but not painful. So we're just going for just a little bit of light tension on it. Just keep breathing through. And if you're on one leg and you fall, that's all right. Just collect yourself and get back into the stretch. Good, let's go ahead and switch legs. So grab that other ankle. Try to pull it up to your butt. Just Keep breathing out, relaxing the muscle more and more. If you're on one leg, it helps to find something out in front of you and focus on it with your eyes. It'll help you balance a little more. Good. Perfect. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this elbow, going to put it up next to your ear, and then grab your other hand and reach and grab it. You're going to try to pull it sort of behind your head and try to reach this hand down towards your butt or your feet. And we'll get a little bit of a stretch here on this tricep and the shoulder, down through the back. And again, just hold and breathe and release tension from the muscles every time you exhale. Let's go ahead and switch, kind of shake it out a little bit here. I'm going to put that other elbow up, grab onto it, reach that hand down towards your feet, try to reach as far as you can. Should feel a little tight in the triceps. And breathe through it. Good, heart rate should be coming back down now. Breathing rate slowed. Got a good recovery here. All right, we can shake those arms out. And that concludes our workout. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed the workout, found it helpful to have some professionals to kind of guide you through a workout at home here during the pandemic. We hope to see you again in the future. Thank you.
Well, thank you to both Isaac and Jenna for leading the workout today. We hope that you enjoyed it. Regular amounts of physical activity every week is so important right now. Physical activity is a robust form of medicine. It can help promote good health, bolster immune function, and may even protect against severe illness from COVID-19. We would encourage all healthy adults to work up to accumulating a total of 150 minutes of physical activity each week. If you're not quite there yet, think of the progression that you're getting closer to that over the span of several weeks, for example. We will be back in 2 weeks on March 21st, which is a Sunday, right here on ABC 10 at 12 p.m. Eastern. Our TV program is aired the first and third Sundays of each month. In addition, we do have an online platform. Our website is upandmoving.org. We offer live virtual workouts 6 days a week, both on Zoom and on social media. Our workouts include strength and aerobic training similar to today. We also offer yoga, high-intensity interval training, even some surprise workouts along the way. So be sure to check out our website. Our workouts are also recorded and archived on our YouTube channel. Again, that can be accessed on the website. So a couple different options to stay active right from home. Finally, if there are adults looking for a more bodyweight friendly, lower intensity physical activity program, we do offer a DVD. That DVD can be ordered from the website, again, free of charge. You can also call 906-487-2324 to order a copy, and we'll have the DVD mailed to you. Finally, we just remind everybody to stay active, do your part, be healthy and be safe, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks on March 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern.